Hi everybody, I'm Tony Mesa with Tony Mesa Real Estate School, and I'm going to explain to you the online real estate sales associate post-licensing course in this video in detail. Before I start explaining the actual course itself, you're either watching this video on YouTube or you're on TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, finish watching it on YouTube, and then you can go to TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com. I'm going to mention to you, different pages on the website. Those are all pages on the website of TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com, right? And there on the course info page, we have all the different courses that we offer at the school and all the different online crams, okay? All right, so the online sales associate post-licensing course has to be completed before the first expiration of the real estate sales associate's license. And it is designed to take a typical student 45 hours to complete, right? You're going to have 14 online units you read with practice questions at the end of each online unit. And they pretty much look, the big distinction with our online courses is that what I've done is I've recorded videos that explain the units. So you watch the video where I explain unit number 1, then you read online unit number 1, do the practice questions at the end of online unit number 1. Then you watch the videos where I explain unit number 2, and then you read and complete online unit number 2. Then you watch the video where I explain unit number 3, then you read and complete online unit number 3. So you're always watching, and you're going to continue in this fashion, right? And again, the current course is 14 units in total, right? And the reading itself is designed to take a typical student 45 hours. Some of you might read a little bit faster, some of you might read a little bit slower, but it is a decent amount of reading. You have to be aware of that and be ready for that, right? So what are you doing, okay? You're creating one account for the actual online course itself. Now look, if you already took the Sales Associates course with me, you already have an account. If you took the online Sales Associate course with me, you already have an account created for the online courses, right? So you're going to log into your existing account and you're going to add the Sales Associate post-licensing course as a course. But if this is the first full online course you're taking with the school, then you're going to create a brand new account for the online Sales Associate post-licensing course. And then we are going to give you a different password for the videos that you watch before you read each online unit, right? Okay, so what happens is if you go to TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com and you go to the student login page, you're going to see where it says Sales Associate Post-Licensing Videos, and then the code that we give you, you're going to enter it in there, and then you're going to watch the video where I explain the first unit. Then you're going to go to the account that you created for your online course, and you're going to read the first unit within your online course, right? And then next video, next unit, next video, next unit. That's the system you're using, right? Okay, so the actual videos are located on TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com on the student login page. If you forget how to log into your online course, if you go to the FAQs page of TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com, I have there on the frequently asked questions page, I have a question, how do I log into my online course? I have the website for the online course, but you should bookmark both of these pages. When I say bookmark, different internet browsers allow you to save like favorite pages so you can go to them quickly, right? Alrighty, okay, so how much is the online Sales Associate Post-Licensing course? It is $199. That includes the course itself with the units you read and the practice questions at the end of each unit, and it includes the videos that you watch before you read each unit. And look, it's currently 14 videos, one for each unit, but at some point I might, if it might be 15 videos if there's an additional unit, or I might even add a video if there's something that I feel needs to be added in, the short little video in there. But it's pretty much, right, the way it is currently right now, it is one video you watch before you read each unit, right? What is not included? The textbook, right? Okay, so here's my recommendation regarding the textbook. When you go to TonyMesaRealEstateSchool.com and you go to the Register and Pay page, you'll see that I list what is the current textbook name and the current edition that matches the online course. When you're logged into your online course with us, you can go to the bookstore and you can buy it through there. Alternatively, if you find it somewhere else online, you could also buy it somewhere else online. It is not part of the official course, so it's up to you if you do decide to purchase it where you purchase it. But here's my suggestion. Watch the video where I explain unit number 1. Go to your online course, read and complete unit number 1. Watch the video where I explain unit number 2. Go and read and complete unit number 2. Watch the video where I explain unit number 3. Go and read and complete unit number 3. Once you've finished unit number 3, I think you're going to be able to make a more informed decision. Should I buy the textbook, yes or no, right? And at that point, you can make that decision, right? You've got to get your sales associate post-licensing done and completed, including passing the end of class exams, no matter what, before your first license renewal of your sales associate license. So that means if you're anywhere close to your renewal deadline, you got to hit it hard. My strong advice is finish all of this at least 1 month, including passing your end of class exam, at least 1 month before your renewal deadline, to give yourself a buffer of time, okay? All right, now we're going to talk more about what to do if you're really close to that renewal deadline in just a bit, okay? All right, you're able to repeat the videos, you're able to reread the online course units. So that's a function within the course. And in fact, my suggestion is that once you have finished all of the videos and all of the units, then you're going to have a 100-question practice exam. Take that 100-question practice exam one time, give yourself exactly 3 hours, pretend like you're taking your course final exam. So when you go to take your course final exam, you're going to have 3 hours and you need to score at least 75. So when you take the practice exam, which is not the final exam, pretend like you're taking the final, give yourself exactly 3 hours, and then grade yourself, analyze the ones you missed. Really make sense of them, pick them apart, understand them. Focus on understanding, right? Okay, then what happens if you've finished all the videos, you've finished all the units, and you've taken the 100-question practice exam, analyzed the ones you missed, then you're going to be able to take your course final exam, right? The system will activate your course final exam. If your course final exam is not activated at that point, then that means there's something within one of the units that you haven't finished probably, right? So there might be one page that you accidentally skipped or something like that. You're able to go to like the table of contents for the course and see if something is missing a check mark or if something is not 100% completed. So when everything is 100% completed, then the course final exam lights up for you, it becomes activated, and then what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to take that course final exam. Here's my advice. If you finished the course, read all the units, watched all the videos, read all the units, took the practice exam, and you're saying to yourself, I don't think I'm ready for this course final exam, go to the end of each online unit, either print out the summary page from the end of each online unit or copy and paste those summary pages from the end of each online unit, and then print them out and read them very carefully. And if you read the summary for unit number 4 and you say to yourself, I understand this pretty well, great. Let's say you read the summary for unit number 9, you say, wow, there's a lot of stuff here I don't remember. Then reread the text of that unit. Reread it very carefully, right? You've got to read these units carefully when you're reading them, right? Okay, so then you take your course final exam. When you click on the button, you have exactly 3 hours. Once you click on that button, it counts as a try. So make sure you have a good internet connection. I usually recommend to students do this on a computer. If your Wi-Fi is flaky, plug into the wall instead of being on Wi-Fi. Make sure that you have a good stable internet connection where you're going to take that end of course final exam, right? So you click on it, you have exactly 3 hours. What happens when a student passes the end of course final exam? Then the student submits an online affidavit, I receive an email, and then what happens is I send the student an information verification email. The student replies to that information verification email. Then I report to the Department of Business and Professional Regulation the course. Then I send the student a completion report. And then the student has to renew and pay with the DBPR before their renewal deadline, right? Okay, so what happens is that process, that back and forth of, I send you the information verification email, you reply to it, then I report to the DBPR, and then I send you the completion report. That process usually takes something like 3 business days from beginning to end. So, it's really one of the key factors is how quickly do you reply to my information verification email. This is another reason I'm saying don't wait anywhere close to your deadline. You should get all this done at least 1 month before your renewal deadline at the latest, right? Okay, now what happens if you don't pass that first end of class exam? You need to score 75, right? It's 100 questions, multiple choice, A, B, C, D. You need to score at least 75%. What happens if you don't? There used to be a 30-day waiting period. There is no longer a 30-day waiting period. Do not accidentally click on version number 2 of the end of course final exam, because if you click on version number 2, you got to take version number 2. So if you don't pass that end of class exam the first time, then go to the contact us contact page in the school. Let us know, Tony, just took my final exam in my sales associate post-licensing course, did not pass it the first time, and then we're gonna figure out what's the best way for you to study for a day or two before you take version number 2, right? There is no charge for version number 2. it's included in the price of the course, right? So the first end of class exam, and if necessary, the second end of class exam, there is no additional charge for that second end of class exam, right? Okay, just like the when a student passes the verification reporting to the state, all that stuff is included, right? Okay, now what happens if somebody fails version number 2? They have to take a brand new course. It's the same course they just took. Now look, these versions are sometimes changing. You know, maybe if you signed up for it and it's been a long time, maybe there's a slightly different version, but it's basically the same course you're taking, but it's a brand new course with new units you're reading and completing, right? There you pay the $199 again, and then we give you a discount of approximately half the price. That's the way that we do that, right? And then once you finish that course, then you're able to take version number 1 of the end of class exam, and if necessary, version number 2 of the end of class exam. So this is part of the reason why I'm saying if you're anywhere close to your renewal deadline, you want to make sure you get all this done at least a month before. So that way, look, the goal is for you to pass this the first time. And, watch the video where I explain each unit, carefully read the unit, right? Don't just, click through pages trying to do practice questions. Actually carefully read the units, right? And then the goal is for you to pass this all the first time and get this done. But that's why, I really want to say this very clearly. Don't wait anywhere close to your renewal deadline, because that's where it becomes a possibility the student doesn't complete post-licensing, they become null and void, and that's, then basically to start from scratch, right? All right, what about when you go to the register and pay page? So if you're going to take the online sales associate post-licensing course with us, you're going to go to the register and pay page, and you're going to go to, when you click on to the course, you're going to see terms and conditions. Read those terms and conditions very carefully. If you have any questions on those terms and conditions before you actually pay, go to the contact us page and contact us and ask us the question, right? But read those terms and conditions very, very carefully, okay? All right, so remember, you're going to create a brand new account for the online sales associate post-licensing course, unless you already did the full online sales associate course through us. If you did the full online sales associate course through us, then you already have an account created. But if you just used my sales associate exam cram videos to help you pass the state exam, then you need to create a new account for the actual online courses, right? Okay, so about me, I first got a real estate license in New Jersey when I was going to college. I graduated from Rutgers College and then Harvard Law School. I practiced law in New York for a bit. I'm admitted to the bar in New York. And I'm also admitted to the bar in Florida. I practiced law in Florida. Then I opened up a brokerage, a real estate school, a loan business. I grew a brokerage that I had to 140 sales associates. And I've also done a lot of expert witness work on real estate matters and different things in court. Today I'm what's called a broker associate. I have my broker's license with a brokerage. I'm still actively doing real estate transactions, but my primary focus is this school and helping you guys with your sales associate course, right? And just the sales associate exam cram videos as well, and then the broker's course, and the broker exam cram videos, and then the post-licensing for sales associate, post-licensing for broker. All these different things are available on the course info page. So if you have any questions, go to the contact page and reach out to us. Remember, don't wait close to your deadline. Get this done far in advance, okay? It's okay to do it really soon after you get licensed. Usually one business day after you pass your state exam, you're going to receive an email with your actual license from the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. As soon as you get that email and you have your license number, you're okay to register and pay any time after that. You could do this, a few months after you're licensed, a few months after that, but don't wait anywhere close to your deadline, okay? That's when it becomes a stressful thing, and it shouldn't be, okay? Everybody take care. Everybody have a great one.